I'm Claudia da Costa, and I will be sharing with you two digital tools 2.0 that help students learn in a collaborative way. One of them is Flipgrid, and the other one is Spatial Chat. I'm very familiar with Flipgrid, but Spatial Chat I had to learn to share with you. Through this presentation, just keep in mind that I tried to integrate technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge for the activities that I prepared for Flipgrid and Spacial Chat. But first, let's start with the definition of collaborative learning. According to Dillenbourg, even though unsatisfactory and broad, collaborative learning can be defined as a situation, pedagogical situation, in which two or more people learn or attempt to learn something together through interactions, through a process, a mechanism, and given opportunities for teachers to observe and evaluate their learning to help them move forward. When talking about collaborative learning, it's important to learn the context where the learning will take place. So this is a Portuguese class for language learners 12 to 14 years old, intermediate level. The classes are exclusively online with both synchronous and asynchronous activities and tasks. And as part of the curriculum, students can engage in community service in the world language. And this will guide the planning. Establish the pedagogical goals with the TPAC in mind, and thinking that collaborative learning has 4 functions that are important to mention here. So when planning for these activities, the situation that guided the planning is that peers will learn with each other. The interactions will promote discussion, negotiation, answering questions, providing ideas, suggestions. The mechanism is they will be co-constructing solutions for the problem they will come up with. So this is a problem-based project, and they will help each other along the way. The effects are that teacher will be able to observe the interactions and be able to evaluate the actual interactions, the effective collaboration, and the effective learning. Starting with Flipgrid, this is the first activity task for students to perform. This is going to be asynchronous, so they will be doing this at home, having the flipped classroom concept in mind. And this will take place as part of a learning sequence, where students will watch a video on Flipgrid about ways to volunteer for community services. Then students will brainstorm about their school community needs and will be able to share one problem and one way to engage in community service to help solve that problem in writing or in video. Flipgrid allows you to do that. It's very accommodating. And second, students will be able to comment on at least 2 postings, pointing out the pros and cons of the proposed solution and contribute to other possible solutions. Using Flipgrid is very simple. It's a user-friendly platform, and you just sign up. Once you log in, you go to the next page, and it gives you your page where you can create groups, and in each group you can create topics. As for instance, in this group here that I created, just clicking here on Add Group, I have 2 topics, and once I'm here in the group, I can create more topics. But this is the one that I created for this presentation that I'm going to be showing you how I did it. So I clicked here and the next page show you that you can just add the title, a brief description, what students are supposed to do. They will be guiding students to work on their tasks. You can add a link because they are supposed to be watching a video. So I'll be adding the link here. Once I click here, another window pops up where I just inserted the link. And I'm going to be showing you that. And then you can save to group. So let me share you just this part here. So you insert the link, search, and the next window gives you the video already inserted. You just add it to your topic and it's all set. So this is what you see once you click on add. So you have the title, the description, now you have the video. And save to group. Don't forget to do that. Once you do that, this is what you see. Your topic is ready and there is a link. This is the link you will be sharing with your students through many ways. Twitter, Remind, with a copied embed code or a QR code, or through Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams. So this is the link you're going to be sharing with your students. But right below this link, this is what you're going to see. It's about permissions. Just keep the postings to your group. Don't make it public. So you have to click here and view or edit permissions. Once you click here, another window pops up and you add the name of your students and a username you're going to be giving them, and click on add, another student, add, and then you have your group of students for this specific topic. This is what students see, and they can add their response. Remember that they can add the response in writing or in video. But they can only record their response if they are using Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. So after Flipgrid, students will prepare a presentation, a 2-slide presentation stating the problem and a solution via community service to work on Spatial Chat. This is our second digital tool 2.0, the one that I wasn't familiar with and that I loved learning about, and I will be sharing with you. Pedagogical goals for a Spatial Chat are: students in the target language will be able to present one problem, need in their school community and share what they are planning to do to help and solve the problem via community service. And peers will share suggestions that will be an addition and contribute to the initial solution. Spatial Chat is free. And you don't create an account, you create a space. So it's very simple indeed. Let me see if once you click try for free, this is the window that pops up. And then you fill in with your email, the name of the space. This is what I gave to my space. And I repeated Portuguese Intermediate and I create my space. Once I created my space, I sign in with my avatar, my name, and the position I'm taking into this space, and then continue. Once you click on continue, you'll be able to join the space, allowing the camera and microphone. You can set up later if you want to use your camera. In my case, I want just the avatar to be visible. So this is the space, and it's very interesting because you can create the space with different, I don't think for the free version, you have what they give you, but you can set up the environment as you wish. For instance, you can say this is for the debriefing moment, when after groups, meetings, and discussions, they all meet here, the students meet here for debriefing, for other specific tasks. But this group here, in the task with the pedagogical goal I mentioned, students will be presenting the problem and the solution they thought about, and their peers will be interacting, asking questions, and providing suggestions to better that solution. So students can can be placed in groups, and after 10 minutes, let's say, they can change groups. So they can do this and learn more. They can practice language in a way that is just so fluid. And the instructor can go everywhere. And the instructor can use the megaphone to make announcements to the whole group, or just go from table to table and just listen to what students are discussing here, presenting, asking questions, and move around and do the same in the other groups. So if you don't have the camera, just turn it off. This is the microphone students can use, you can use as well when you are near them. They will listen to you. If you are far away, like in here, just this group will be listening to what you say. And there is you can screen share, so students will be able to screen share their presentation through this icon here. And they can text message as well. So this is a very nice and rich environment, appropriate for collaborative learning, giving many opportunities for practicing the language while developing the project they are working on. To finalize, both Flipgrid and Spacial Chat are free. I can use Flipgrid for synchronous collaborative learning. It helps immersive readers to work more with the text and offers different ways to share comments, which will be the interactions among students. It can be used in flipped classroom, as I mentioned. Teacher can facilitate, intervene when needed, build students' speaking, writing, and reading, listening skills. The cons are students need to use Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge to comment. Be careful not to share videos to public. Spatial Chat. Free, synchronous, collaborative learning. Teacher can visit groups in real time as a facilitator, make an announcement to the whole group. Students can participate in pairs and groups to practice the target language while constructing knowledge and meaning, and move around to gather more insight while practicing the target language, and builds students' speaking and listening skills. The cons are not everyone will be enthusiastic about this style of interaction and presentation. If you use Zoom for your class, you will have to leave Zoom and enter Spatial Chat. School permission is really needed. And it's free. Plan allows to create up to 3 rooms only. Thank you so much, and I hope you loved Spatial Chat as I did. Thank you.